And I go upstairs and I start yelling at God at the top of my lungs. Why do you want me to go see the land? The same year that I changed my last name from Chang to So because I wanted nothing to do with my parents.
If he were telling the truth, he wouldn't have told us.
Unless, of course, he knew you wouldn't believe the truth, even if you told it to you.
My mother blasphemed the Holy Spirit in 2014, told me that my wife was a whore, and the Holy Spirit told her that my firstborn son in her belly was not mine, and that planted this poisonous seed in my marriage where 10 years later, I've lost all authority by 2022, and I'm ready to go home. I had a handful of pills in my hand, Dava, on 4/19/2022, and I was ready to go home because the same reason why your friends checked out was the same reason why I was about to check out. I was done. What's the point? There's no point in all this.
I don't know what to do anymore, man. I'm about ready to check out myself.
Well, yes, I understand, so let me finish the story.
Damn,
Yes, sir.
Daniel.
I was ready to check out like you and your friends. It's a thankless society that we live in, especially if you are a male, and particularly if you're white. Got white shaming, you gotta freaking walk on eggshells everywhere the f you go, and no one wants to understand you because it's just toxic masculinity. I was put in that same place, man. The same reasons that are driving you to that point, I've experienced it. I had the handful of pills in my hand. And right before I was about to take them, I heard a voice in my head, a still quiet voice. It wasn't my own internal voice, but it simply said, go see the land. And I flinched, and I threw the pills on the table, and I started walking up the stairs. And then I looked down and I say to myself, man, if my wife and mother-in-law come home and see this, they're gonna bust out their phone and record this and have a field day with it. So I go put all the pills back in the bottle, and I go upstairs and I start yelling at God at the top of my lungs. Why? Why do you want me to go see the land? He was telling me to go to Rome, Georgia, where my parents had bought 150 acres of land in 2017. The same year that I changed my last name from Chang to So because I wanted nothing to do with my parents. They were the ones to cause all of this strife in my marriage. It took me 8 years. Just before all of this happened, the Holy Spirit kept telling me, forgive your parents, forgive your parents. And I had just finally forgiven them. And I said, God, isn't this enough? Isn't me forgiving them enough? Why do you want me to go see the land? And then he said, your entire family will be gathered on this land. And I said, bet. I mean, even now, 3.5 years later, it makes no sense. But I still believe it. The fact that when God said that my whole entire family will be gathered on this land, and my wife won't even freaking answer my calls.
If he were telling the truth, he wouldn't have told us.
Unless, of course, he knew you wouldn't believe the truth, even if you told it.